Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's another weekend recap of my baseball cards pickups from last Saturday and Sunday. Start with this Facebook Marketplace ad for this binder with cards. So I went over to the guy's house and saw the binder, and it was actually the binder that I was interested in buying, not the cards inside. I love these kind of binders from my old vintage sets, these binders from the 1980s probably. Just a whole lot better than those Ultra Pro ones you buy at the local card shows or card shops. So the cards are 1991 Upper Deck, so they're going to be, of course, not worth anything. So it wasn't even a complete set, nothing close. There were quite a few cards that were missing, so I'm just going to chuck the cards and keep the binder. Yeah, that's the first pickup on Saturday. Then in the afternoon, I went to the antique mall, one that's close to my house, and I picked up from the, I'm going to talk about those cards in a second, but from the shelves or the display cases, I picked up this 1973 O-Pee-Chee Carlton Fisk got it for $28, not the $32.50 it says there in the corner, but I got it for 10% off, $28. There's the back of it. Actually, it's not O-Pee-Chee. It is, yeah, it's not O-Pee-Chee, it's Topps, but it's the first card of Carlton Fisk on a card by himself, because his rookie card has two other players on it. So this card's in really good condition, sharp corners. It's centered pretty nicely, not perfect, but for $28, I'll pick that up. So then I went through a whole bunch of binders that were stacked on the shelves, all kind of randomly labeled, like baseball, 5 for $1, or 20 cents, 25 cents each. They were labeled Blue Jays, Expos, 1980s, 1990s, and after about a half an hour, this is the stack of cards that I pulled out. It cost me a grand total of $6 Canadian for this stack of cards. So I'm not going to go through them one by one. I'm going to kind of fast forward through this part of the video so you can sort of see some of the cards that I picked up. And let's get going. There's the stack. It's got to be about 40 or 50 cards. And here we go. We got some prospect cards, some Steve Carlton, All-Star Rookie card cups, Marcus Stroman rookie, some inserts from the 1990s. And then I came across this from 1994 Fleer. I found out these are the Provisions. I don't think I've ever seen these before out in the wild or anywhere. So this is a John Olerud, that's a Tony Gwynn, and this one is an Ozzie Smith. So for 20 cents a piece, not too bad. I think they retail for about $3 or $4. And there's by the way, there's a Donruss Diamond Kings of. And now for the best card of the lot, has to go to this 1993 Topps Gold rookie card of Billy Wagner. Of course, he entered the Hall of Fame, was it last summer, I believe. And so for 20 cents to get a Topps Gold version of Billy Wagner's card, I'm quite happy with that. It was well worth the about 30 minutes it took me to go through all those binders. And just to finish off looking at some of the other cards I got, here's a Harrison Bader, a rookie card there. And we got some more All-Star Rookie Cups. David Justice, Scott Radinsky, and Chris Sabo. And then a rookie card of Gary Sheffield as well, 1989 Donruss. So that was from the antique shop. Got that Carlton Fisk and the 1993 Billy Wagner Topps Gold rookie card. Sweet pickups for myself. Okay, next on Sunday, I went to one card show, and I'm going to go through the stack of cards that I bought. We've got some that's a lumberjack there of Mo Vaughn from 1995, I believe. There is that another 1994 Fleer. There's that Ozzie Smith I found yesterday in that binder. Well, what do you know? Now the next day, I find another version at a vendor. Pick that up, plus this Yaz, the franchise. Got that. And then we got some Leaf Limited. It's that Will Clark there. These cards are going to be numbered, I think, out of Yep, out of 10,000. So a mid-1990s Leaf Limited. There's Mike Piazza. Unfortunately, I dropped it, and the card just came out. So, no top loader, or not top loader, no sleeve in that card, so it just fell out like it was nothing. Here's some other ones numbered at a 10,000. And there is Manny Ramirez. I think that's numbered at a 5. Would it be 5? Yes, it is. 2,500. And then we got a 1995 Manny Ramirez Lumberjack card numbered out of 5,000. Yes, that's the $5,000 one. 1996 Lumberjacks. Leaf Limited. Okay, then of course I bought some vintage cards while I was at the card show, and we've got here 1970 Wet 3 O-Pee-Chee Sparky Lyle. So not a big pickup, but there's some quality here. Starting off with the cheap stuff, there's the O-Pee-Chee made in Canada or printed in Canada. We've got the Maury Wills 1969 O-Pee-Chee. So these cards here I all got in a nice deal from the dealer. That said $8 on the front. On the back it said $25 near mint. And this card is certainly near mint. I don't know if he meant to put that sticker on the front, but $8 for a Hall of Famer? Yes. And then I picked up, not one, but I got this Bob Gibson here, 1974 rather, O-Pee-Chee. You'll see Bob again later on in this video. We've got 1978 Topps Lou Whitaker rookie card with my boy Garth Orridge there as well. Picked this up for a friend. Sweet looking card for Sweet Lou. 1959 Gil Hodges for my 59 set. Nice condition, corners all around, just a little bit off-centered. White back version, not the gray, but the white back. And then the pickup of the day for $50 instead of that $60 price tag up there. 1968 O-Pee-Chee number 50 Willie Say Hey Kid Mays. So beautiful looking card. Nice corners. It is off-centered top to bottom, but actually a lot of those cards were. And then to finish off, I went to another town and contacted one of the dealers I normally deal with, and he sold me a stack of Topps version cards. So here's 1973, and here are two Bob Gibsons that I got from him. One was a little bit more money than the other because of condition. We got some 1971s here, Cincinnati Reds team card. Jerry Guzman for the Mets. Vada Pinson. And rookie card. Then I bought this stack of 1970 from my 70 set. Just a lot of common players. I don't think there's any big names in this stack of 70s, I don't think, but quite a few of those rookie cards. 1966, I believe, those cards are. And then we have a 1963 Hoyt Wilhelm, Hall of Famer, nice condition, front and back. And then one 1962 rather, and then 1960s common cards. Got a few manager ones though, that's pretty cool. Ike DeLocke, Ed Bailey. Here's some coaches cards. Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs. Sandy Amoros, Al Smith, Chicago White Sox, and Detroit Tigers manager Jimmy Dykes. Okay, and the last but not least, these are the big cards I bought from this friend of mine, 1951 Bowman. We got Willard Marshall there, card number 112, I think it was. Then we have Steve Gromek, card number 115. And the third one is the Philadelphia Phillies player, Willie Jones from 1951, card number 112. And then one 1950 Bowman. This player is Sam Dante from the Washington Senators team back in the day. So those are my 4 really old cards. I consider them old because they're from the early 1950s, which I don't have a lot of. But those are my pickups from the weekend. Quite the haul, I would say. I hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you.